Hello, welcome to the Warp One Travel Blog. On this week's blog, we're going to talk about a little bit, what's happening in the world of travel, some updates on the news. Then we're going to move on to why you really should be using a travel advisor. And then we're going to take a cruise aboard Azmara Journey, about a 7.5 minute tour aboard that ship. And we hope you enjoy that at the very end of this presentation. So first up, what is going on in Jamaica? If you plan on going to Jamaica, a PCR test is still required. You have to have a COVID test taken, and it must be negative. But the big deal is no more Google Pixel test. That means you can't go online, order a test, and perform it yourself. It must be done at a certified laboratory. And that means it must be certified by the American Pathologists, or CAP, or by CLIA, C-L-I-A, not the cruise group, but instead a certified laboratory association. And another option is that it is an ISO certified lab. So any of those three are good. And the reason for that is to really make sure that the tests are performed correctly, that they are evaluated by a pathologist, and the results are authentic. Also in the news, if you are aware of different fees that the airlines charge when you're traveling, those are gone. If you make a change to your flight, no more $50 fee, no more $200 fee to make that change, whether or not it's the same day or for another day or for another month. First up to make that decision was United. Delta followed up right away. A day or two later, American Airlines followed up. American is excluding the basic economy fares, and those are the really cheap fares with no seat selection, no baggage. Those will still have a change fee associated with them. And then Alaska Airlines followed. So the largest airlines in the United States are all eliminating change fees. They say this is a permanent change, and the hope is, of course, that it will encourage people to book for travel in the future and not have to worry about making changes and that costing them additional money. Also going on are the masks. You must wear a mask when you're flying. The saying that I've heard is, if you want to fly, you must comply. And airlines are removing passengers who will not wear a mask. They have actually turned around or landed early to take the passengers physically off the flights. This has caused quite a bit of unruly behavior. I'm sure you can go out to YouTube and look up what's happening on some of these flights or in the waiting areas at the airports. But if you fly, you must comply and wear a mask. And there are restrictions as to the types of masks. So be sure that you are aware of what's required before you head out to the airport. So in all the craziness that's going on right now, it's really important to use a travel advisor. Let's talk about why, first of all, let's talk about what a travel advisor is versus a travel agent. A travel agent can book your vacation. Anybody can do that, but they're not going to provide any added value. An online travel agency is a great example of a travel agent. They will book it. You can book it yourself online. You can call their 800 number and talk to somebody at a call center, and they can help you book it, but they're not going to be able to provide much help beyond the actual booking. A travel advisor is a term that kind of came into being within the last 4 or 5 years, even resulted in the name of the industry association changing from the American Society of Travel Agents to the American Society of Travel Advisors. And the reason for that is a travel advisor does so much more. They're going to help curate a vacation just for you. They're going to work with you to design what you want in a vacation. And they'll take the time to get to know you, get to know what you want, and it really sets a travel advisor apart from a travel agent. Now, first and foremost, what is a travel advisor going to bring to the table? And that is expertise. They are trained. They're certified by destination. They're certified by suppliers. They take multiple training classes to become certified. Disney training alone takes at least several days to complete, and it has training ongoing throughout the year as things change at Disney. More training is taken. Same with all the other travel suppliers. Keeping the travel advisor current is important, and that helps you, the traveler. One of the other things that a travel advisor does is they keep up with what's happening in the world. If you wanted to go to Qatar in 2022, or you wanted to go to New Zealand and Australia in 2023, if you're not a big soccer fan, don't go. Why? Men's and Women's World Cup, and that brings in a lot of travelers. A lot of people go to those events. It makes it very busy, makes it very difficult to get hotels, makes it very difficult to get flights, do excursions, and that kind of thing. A travel advisor keeps track of those kinds of things and helps you make the right decisions for where to go and when. Now, even with all the training and the certifications, it takes a little time for the travel advisor to come up with what's the right vacation for you. And the reason for that is, let's look at the all-inclusive resort sector. You've got Sandals, Beaches, Hard Rock, Barcelo, Riu, Excellence, Charisma, and those are just 7 different all-inclusive suppliers that there are. There are many, many more. And each of these will have resorts in multiple places. So a good travel advisor is going to take the time to talk with you, the client, and understand what it is that you're looking for in a vacation. What kind of room do you want? What are the cancellation policies? All these things vary from supplier to supplier. And it's a travel advisor's job to help you make the right decision. We won't make that decision for you, but we will guide you along the way, giving you all the information you need. Now, you can go out and you can Google the answer, but boy, a travel advisor is going to have it for you, and you're not necessarily going to get the right information off of Google. As an example, a resort in Cabo. If you're looking for a perfect match of what resort to go to in Cabo, and you put that into Google, it's going to give you the name of several really nice resorts. But if you want a beachfront room in Cabo, doesn't mean that you're going to get a swimmable beach, especially in Cabo. Google's not going to tell you that. A travel advisor will have the information that you need to find the room that matches what you're looking for, or the vacation that matches what you're looking for. So travel is really becoming more and more complicated. Groups and families, multi-generational travel is really a big thing now, and that has a lot of moving parts. A travel advisor is going to be able to manage all the logistics for that and even help you with the financial part of it. You don't want to be the one that calls Uncle Joe and Aunt Mary and say, hey guys, it's time to pony up and make that final payment, or you're not going with us. You don't want to be the bad guy. That's more the job of a good travel advisor. Now, planning this trip is going to be really stressful. Do you want that stress in your life? How reliable is the information that you're going to get from a Google search? Many people who go online to write a review do so to complain. They had a bad experience. So what you're going to find is more bad reviews than good reviews. And one bad experience, one bad incident on trip could cause the entire vacation to be a miserable experience for someone, and they go and write a bad review when the only thing that happened was they didn't have hot water for the 30 minutes while there was a problem, or the internet went down and they couldn't look up a reservation for dinner. So that bad experience, that one bad thing, that could cause a bad review on Google. A travel advisor helps release that stress and really knows what's going on at those resorts. If they haven't been themselves on a familiarization or fam trip, then they know somebody who has. My personal travel network of travel advisors is over 4,000 people. And I have a way that I can contact somebody and say, hey, what was your experience here? How accurate is this review? What about your clients? What have they done? So travel advisors talk to each other. We help each other. That in turn allows us to help you, our clients. Now, also travel advisors, we have your back. Hurricanes, family illness, global pandemics, and even more can throw a wrench into the best planned vacation. Is dealing with overbooked resorts, missed and canceled flights, or rearranging an entire vacation because something happened, is that what you want to tackle 2 days before your vacation, or on the day before you're supposed to come home and there's a problem? Do you want to deal with that rather than relaxing or completing your tour? If something happens, your travel advisor takes care of it for you. We're the ones who sit on the phone for hours on end when things change. We did that many, many times. We're still continuing to do that throughout the COVID-19 crisis. We did that before, and we will do it afterwards. So that is another reason why you should be using a travel advisor. If things get really hairy, we know where to escalate things directly rather than going through the chain of command. We have resources at suppliers that are beyond the consumer channel. And then you won't have to worry about getting on the phone and calling that large online travel agency that you booked through and hold on the phone for somebody that isn't even in the same time zone that you are, as far as even the same country that you are, to get that assistance. So travel agents or travel advisors are invested in you. You're our clients. Your happiness and satisfaction is what brings you back to plan the next vacation with us. It's what makes you refer us to your friends for future business as well. Those online agencies, let's call it traveler media. You're dealing with a human, but not for the entire process. If there's a problem, you're on hold and you're waiting. With me or any other travel advisor, you are dealing with me from beginning to end, the entire process. Google doesn't remember your name. Traveler media, if you call them, they don't remember who you are because you're talking to a different person every time you call. Your travel advisor is going to listen. We're going to make suggestions. We'll help you make adjustments. And in many cases, you become our friends. Many of my clients are my friends. Our job to know you, our client. Equally important is you're going to deal with the same travel advisor every time you call. Whereas if you call Traveler Media, you might not talk to the same rep twice, and you just held for 2 hours hoping that you'd get to speak with Joe again. May not happen. So the travel environment, like our world, is ever changing. What's required for Jamaica today? What's necessary in Aruba or Croatia today, or even Italy tomorrow may be different next week. Post-COVID, this is even more true. So do you need a visa? Do you need a certain number of months on your passport for that to be valid and accepted? Travel advisors keep track of that information. And guess what? Google might have the information, but it might not be current. Websites are not updated necessarily on a daily basis. And if they are, that same information isn't transferred over to Google instantaneously. It can sometimes be several days or even weeks before the Google web crawlers go out there and update their information. Getting accurate information off of Google isn't always what you're getting. So besides the perfect plan, what's really important when it comes to travel? Money and value. Some travel advisors do charge a planning fee. For some, that's going to be refundable or can be applied to your final payment. In most cases, it is not totally refundable if you cancel the trip. That's how that particular travel advisor will make some extra money. In the case of Warp One Travel, we do not currently charge any type of planning fee. We make our money from what the suppliers pay us in commission. And that commission is built into the cost that you would pay whether or not you book directly or you book through a travel advisor. If you book directly rather than with a travel advisor, that money, that percentage that would have been paid to the travel advisor in commission just goes away. It goes right to the bottom line of that company that you booked with. Now, travel advisors can save you money either way, whether or not you book directly with us and get a better rate, or you get added value. Now, what does that added value mean? All right, travel advisors do have bulk purchasing power. Despite the internet, travel advisors still account for the majority of bookings. And that's whether or not those are booked at resorts or at cruise lines. Travel advisors can get group prices. They can also get extra perks and extra amenities. So what is the block space? When you go to some of these online travel agencies or some of these online sites, they offer vacations at prices that are well below booking the direct price with a cruise line, for example. How do they do that? Well, as soon as the sailings are announced, they book at that price with a group rate. So it's lower 3 months later, much lower than the price that's available to you, the consumer. So travel advisors can hold that space for a period of time and provide you that savings. It also comes with extra amenities. It could be onboard credit. It could be a bottle of wine. Any number of things are usually included in that. So that's one way that travel advisors can help you. How do travel advisors add value? Well, those consumer incentives that I was mentioning, well, the price might be the same on the cruise line website, that I can get you as a travel advisor, or that any travel advisor can get you. But we negotiate things with those suppliers, like extra onboard credit. So if your cruise comes in at $1,100 on either the travel advisor's pricing or the online booking engine for the cruise line, the travel advisor may have a very special deal that gives you $200 in onboard credit. Deduct that from what you actually paid, and it's $200 less, an increased value. And you can only do that with a travel advisor. Now, finally, one of the things you benefit from and really help out the community is that travel advisors are small businesses. They're usually independent. They are operating out of a storefront, or they work out of their home office. They're your neighbors. They contribute to the local economy. They shop in the same grocery stores that you do and frequent the same restaurants, even the locally owned restaurants or dry cleaners that you go to. Your kids might even go to the same schools. Working with a travel advisor allows you to support your neighbor or your friend's neighbor rather than Travelerpedia, that online mega agency with a call center that's often outside of the United States. Here's the crazy thing. Did you know that major online agencies are one and the same? I've been calling them Travelerpedia for a reason. They're all owned by the same mega corporation. More than 20 online travel booking websites, travel booking engines on the internet fall under the umbrella of a single company. So when you book with a travel advisor, you are helping a local business thrive. All right. If you have any questions about travel advisors, please do not hesitate to shoot me an email, info@warp1travel.com. You can call 940-489-2771. And I'll pick up, and I will be the one to talk with you. Not some recording where you need to push 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on what kind of trip you want to take. it is a travel advisor who will answer the phone. Finally, it is time to go on a cruise. We're going to check out the Azmara Journey, and I'm going to let Amelia Rodriguez and Lionel Garcia take over from here.
Welcome everyone aboard the Azmara Journey. I am so excited to be on board with Lionel, who's going to tell us all about what makes Azmara so unique.
I'm so happy to have you on board. Azmara Journey is one of our 3 vessels, the Azmara Journey, the Quest, and the Pursuit. And we're in Port Miami today, one of 365 ports that Azmara visits around the world. Today we cover 7 continents, 81 countries, and we pretty much cover the globe. We don't have a home port. Azmara's unique selling feature is that we stay in port late and long. More than half of our stops deliver a late night stay of 8 p.m. or an overnight stay. So that's really what makes us special. So I can't wait to bring you on board our beautiful boutique hotel at sea and show you all of our beautiful spaces.
Incredible. Let's take a look at everything.
Let's do it.
Lionel, what an incredible room. So I know we've got 44 suites on board, but this one is the spa suite.
This is the spa suite. This is my favorite suite on board. It is my number 1. This actually added to the Azmara Journey in 2016. It didn't exist, so it's brand new. This suite comes with $600 onboard credit. Yeah. What do you think about this room?
This is the way to go, and I can't wait to hit that hot tub later on. And so Lionel, I understand we're in the Club Continent suite, which is the first of the suites here on board the Azmara Journey.
You're right. This is the Club Continent suite. We offer 26 of these on board. They come with amenities such as the butler service and the in-bar setup. Our mission with Azmara is to make our rooms feel very inviting and welcoming, very much like being at home.
Lionel, this is a fantastic place to meet up with friends before dinner or before a show. And so this is called the Den?
This is the Den. This is the Den on deck number 5, midship. We have windows on both sides. It's a perfect place to grab a drink, listen to some music in the evening. We have a piano player that plays music and entertains our guests. I think it's a great place to hang out.
And get your drinks on.
Cheers.
And so Lionel, we're here with the hotel director. Why don't you introduce her to everyone out there?
Of course, so we're here with Heike. She's our hotel director. She oversees so many aspects and elements of the ship and where we go and what we do. So Heike, thank you so much for your time today.
Absolute pleasure.
And Heike, what makes the Azmara experience so different than all the other cruise lines?
Well, as you know, I'm here since day 1, and I'm proud to say that Azmara is particular for the destination immersion, the places we go, the length we stay, more days in port, you have more time to experience every destination. Even nighttime, we have several overnights in the ports. And why our guests are coming back is our crew. And they recognize them coming back. From day 1 as they return, they just feel like home.
That's fantastic. And it's only 700 or so guests, so it's very cozy already. I have that feeling, and everyone I've met has just been so amazing. And I cannot wait to start our journey. Lionel, thank you for inviting us into your living room. What an incredible space to hang out, have a couple of cocktails, and watch the ship go into port. But there's more to this room, right?
Most definitely there's more to this room. This is a multi-use space on Azmara. This is our living room on the Azmara Journey. What I love about this is that it's forward facing, so you get a beautiful view and a lot of natural light. But in this space, we invite our guests to come here for high tea in the early afternoon. Right before sunset, we have wine and tapas and a wine tasting.
Nice.
Always a crowd favorite. And then in the early evening after dinner, we actually have a live band playing music for people to dance the night. And if you stay up late enough, we have the DJ coming in around 11 o'clock, and the DJ spins music for anybody who wants to stay up late and dance.
Oh, that would be me, so I will catch you around that time. Lionel, what an amazing location. Where are we right now?
Well, we're actually at Chef's Table. This is our 3rd specialty restaurant in Prime C. So Chef, I understand we have 3 different menus, a stateside menu, a Italian menu, and a French menu, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. And the table only holds 12 guests?
Correct.
Wow. And who's hosting the guests while they're dining here?
The hostess are the officers,
Yeah.
and sometimes the sommelier or the art director.
Wow. Amelia, I think you need to be booking this one.
This is happening tomorrow night for sure.
Oh, nice.
Well, I know we're at Aquilina, right? One of the many specialty restaurants on board the Journey.
Yes, we are. The Journey is actually one of two main specialty restaurants. We have Aquilina, which is the one we're in today. It serves Italian food. We also have Prime C, and Prime C is our steakhouse. Both of these restaurants have a cover charge of $30 for our non-suite guests, but if you're in one of our many suites, you get to dine here as many times as you want, and it's included.
Oh, well, that's a fantastic, fantastic idea. I am ready to have some of this risotto.
Ooh, it's delicious.
Can't
yes.
wait. What an incredible space. And this is a cabaret lounge, so I'm assuming that we're having performances here at some point in time.
This is the Cabaret Lounge. This is actually Eric DeGray's, our cruise director's domain. We have a show here every single night for our guests on board, and we try to bring on local entertainment. We also have the fixed entertainments. It's really the happening spot at night for our shows.
Awesome, and I can't wait to dance the night away on this beautiful dance floor. We're in the beautiful Sanctum Spa here on board the Azmara Journey. It is a full-service spa, correct?
Full service spa. This is a perfect place on those rare occasions when we have a day at sea. I think this is the best place, or one of the best places to really relax and be pampered and loved on.
Absolutely. I know there's acupuncture, massage therapy, all sorts of things. But right now I'm running late for my nail appointment.
Oh, perfect.
I'll catch
Here
you
we go.
later.
See ya.
I've had such an amazing time on board the Azmara Journey. I hope you have too, and thank you for joining us. Remember, when you're ready to book your next cruise, contact your favorite travel advisor.
I want to thank you once again for joining me on the Captain's Log. Again, my name is Jeff Kerber. Please do not hesitate to call to discuss your next vacation with me. That number is 940-489-2771, or send me an email, info, I-N-F-O, @warp1travel.com. Until next time, stay safe and have a great day.